After a walk-off winner yesterday, the Evansville Otters have a chance to win the series today against the Windy City Thunderbolts. What a moment it was last night, and we'll see if some more magic is in store here tonight at historic Bosse Field. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to Evansville, Indiana. Kyle Chandler joining you for the pregame show. And as we already alluded to, Evansville walking away with a 6-5 roller coaster win in last night's contest. David Mendham with a 3-run homer, which put the Otters ahead 3-1 early. Windy City tied the game in the 6th inning, and in the home half of the frame, Evansville punching right back to take another lead. But in the top of the 9th, Windy City piling on a couple of more runs to make the game all square at 5. It was the first blown save of the year from Paven Parks, but in the bottom of the 9th inning, Gary Mattis led off with a walk, stole second and third, and then Parks, who just blew the save, walked the game off with a sacrifice RBI fly to right field. When was the last time you heard of somebody blowing a save, then picking up the win as a pitcher, and finally walking the game off as a batter? How often does that happen? Well, we're not 100% certain, but we do know that it probably hasn't happened all too often. And Bryson Moore, our AGM, asked us to figure out exactly how often that has happened. So we have put in the request to Baseball Reference to see if they have any insider information to give to us. But we could be looking at history, folks, and we'll have to give you more information on that as we know it. But again, a great win last night for the Evansville Otters, and they are winners in their last 3 contests. That's after taking the final 2 games of the series against the Florence Yalls. So they look to keep momentum going, and they have a chance for the 2nd time this year to win 4 games in a row. And we'll have to see what comes of tonight's contest. 74 degrees and mostly sunny skies, although Sergeant Sunshine is behind one cloud right now, so not shining his bright rays down on the playing surface as hard as he could. Shadows barely in effect right now. We'll see if Mr. Sun peeks out in front of one of those clouds, which he is hiding behind right now. But hey, all things considered, a great day for baseball, and we have a slight breeze going out toward right field. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Windy City Thunderbolts, they are 38 and 48. 8th in the West Division in 2024. Led by manager Bobby Jenks, it's Cam Feltz leading it off. He plays center field. Out at second base, Michael Seegers. Henry Kuziak will bat third and play shortstop. Batting 4th, and the designated hitter Christian Kuzemka. Brennan DeRiggi out in right field, bats 5th. Robert Chayka out in left field, batting 6th. Batting 7th and playing third base, Reed Chumley. Over at first on the other side of the infield, Joe Johnson. He will bat 8th and filling out the starting 9, J.J. Figueroa, and he will be doing the catching. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the starting lineup constructed by Andy McCauley. The Evansville Otters go as followed. David Mendham leads it off and plays first base. Gary Mattis out in right field, batting 2nd. Paven Parks, the shortstop, bats 3rd. Randy Bednar out in left field will clean things up. Logan Brown, the catcher, bats 5th, and batting 6th, playing second base, it's Delvin Zinn. J.J. Cruz, the third baseman, bats 7th. Clayton Keys making his first Otters start this year and of his career, out in center field, bats 8th. Giovanni DiGiacomo fills out the starting 9. He is the designated hitter for today's game. Starting pitching matchup for the Evansville Otters, it'll be right-hander Chip Korbacher. No pitching record into his 19th appearance, 3rd start, 30 2/3 innings on the season, and a .293 ERA. For the Windy City Thunderbolts, John Mikolajczyk, the right-handed pitcher, will make his 18th appearance, all in starts this year. A 3-5 win-loss record, 83 1/3 innings of work, and a .562 ERA. We'll take a step aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. National Anthem followed by the first pitch coming your way next. Otters baseball coming up after this.
Chip Korbacher. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those who now protected, and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the singing of our national anthem, presented by Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, performed this evening by Steve Custer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now it's time for those legendary words in baseball. We've got the Otterbills here to help us out.
It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Wednesday night contest between the Evansville Otters and the Windy City Thunderbolts. We're at historic Bosse Field here in Evansville, Indiana. Kyle Chandler with you, and the Otters taking a win in walk-off fashion yesterday, a 6-5 finish, winning the series opener. Now the Otters have a chance to win the series. Ballpark dimensions here at Bosse Field: 315 to the right and left field corners. Out in the right and left center gaps, 375, and it is 400 marking dead center. Calling our balls and strikes tonight, home plate umpire Justin Duplessis. Over at first base, the umpire is Chris Fackler, and filling out the umpiring crew at third is Matt Beaver. Chip Korbacher will toe the rubber for Evansville into his 19th appearance on the year. This is his third start. No pitching record, 30 2/3 innings, and a 2.93 ERA. The Otters wearing their all whites tonight. Blue Otters across the chest, blue numbering on the back, and they have their traditional home white and blue hats. And the Thunderbolts wearing their black tops, blue numbers on the back, gray pants, and they have their black hats to go along with it, with the Windy City blue going across the chest with that lightning bolt right under it. Leading off for Windy City, it'll be Cam Feltz, the center fielder. He bats left-handed, 1 for 4 yesterday, batting .264 on the season. Korbacher working from the first base side of the mound. He comes to the set from the stretch. He kicks and deals the first pitch. Bunt attempt by Feltz is pulled back. Fastball high and away, and we're underway here at 6:34 p.m. At the set, Korbacher ready with the 1-0. Here it is. And it's another bunt by Feltz. Puts it back to the mound, first base side. Korbacher with the underhand flip to first. And just like that, there's one out. So that'll bring up Michael Seegers, the second baseman. Feltz out number 1 on 2 pitches. And Evansville looking to keep their momentum going, working on a 3-game win streak. Korbacher sets, and the right-hander deals. Fastball at the knees, strike one. Evansville has only gone on a 4-game win streak, which is their longest of the year, one time. That was earlier this month. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2 to Seegers. This has been a good month of August for Evansville, and unfortunately it's a little bit too late, but hey, still a chance to close out the season strong. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Seegers retired on 3 pitches, and Korbacher says good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Batting third at shortstop, 16, Henry Kuziak.
Henry Kuziak, the shortstop, now bats for Windy City. Bases empty. No score here in the top of the first. Kuziak 0 for 2 yesterday, but he had a couple of walks. First pitch to the right-handed hitter is a fastball high, and the count is 1-0. This month for Evansville, they are 11-7, 6-1 here at home. The 1-0. Misses just a little bit downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes for Kuziak. Kuziak batting .267 on the season. 3 homers, 33 RBI. The 2-0 offering. Fastball misses high and in. 3-0. Korbacher being asked to move from the bullpen to the starting role in his last few appearances. His 3-0 pitch. On the inside corner, a strike, and we'll do it at 3-1. And with Terrence Marin going on the injured list, and now Evansville out of transactions for the year, have to imagine this will be a permanent switch. The 3-1. Fastball at the knees, and we'll do it at 3-2. The string is out. Korbacher comes to the set. He twirls and fires in the payoff. Fastball grounded to third, foul. And we'll try it again. And Korbacher has done a nice job so far in the starting role for Evansville. It's not easy making that transition from being a bullpen arm to a starter. Here's this 3-2. Swung on, a missile out towards center. Ranging over is Clayton Keys, and he puts it away toward the gap in right. That'll do it in the top of the first. A 1-2-3 inning for Korbacher as he sets the T-Bolts down in order. And we'll take it to the home half of the first inning. Evansville coming to bat on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
All right, Otters fans, it's time for the Tyroni's Pizza Race. We have Tim, Jacob, Van, and Carson, and they will race from first base to third base, all while holding a Tyroni's Pizza box like a waiter. The winner receives a pair of GA tickets. Runners, are you ready? Get set, go!
Bottom of the first inning, David Mendham leads it off for Evansville. No score with Windy City. John Mikolajczyk on the mound, and the right-hander winds and fires the first pitch low, and the count is 1-0. Chip Korbacher working a 1-2-3 for the Otters in the top of the first. And now Mendham trying to kickstart this offense. The pitch. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. Mikolajczyk 3-5 this year. 17 appearances, all in starts, 83 1/3 innings. A 5.62 ERA. The right-hander's pitch. 2-0 grounded to the first base side. And taking it on a backhand is Johnson. He spins and throws to the pitcher, Mikolajczyk covering, and there's one out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 23.
Three pitches, one strike, and Mendham out on a 2-0 pitch. Now coming to bat, the right fielder, Gary Manis. Mikolajczyk, good size out on the mound. He steps and delivers. Fastball misses in. And that heater clocking in only in the mid-80s, 83 on that last fastball. Mikolajczyk, 6'3", 225. The pitch. And again, it misses a little bit in, maybe a smidge high. 2 balls and no strikes for Mattis. Mattis from Davie, Florida. Bats .295 from the right side. His 2-0 is chopped to the third base side. Inside the chalk, backhanded by Chumley, makes the running throw to first, and Johnson able to receive it. That's a tough athletic play from Reed Chumley over at third. And on another 2-0 count, Mikolajczyk able to set down the second Otter of the inning. Bottom of the first, no score, and coming to bat, Pavin Parks. We'll go through the defensive order after the first pitch. Mikolajczyk winds and fires. Fastball at the knee, strike one. Over at third, Reed Chumley. At short, it's Henry Kuziak. Michael Seeger's over at second, and Joe Johnson at first. From left to right in the outfield, Robert Chayka, Cam Feltz, and Brennan DeRiggi. Here's the 0-1. And Mikolajczyk's breaking ball misses downstairs. A ball and a strike now to Pavin Parks. J.J. Figueroa back behind the dish, and John Mikolajczyk on the mound. His next pitch. Breaking ball drops in for strike two. Parks able to walk off the game yesterday. Had a sacrifice fly to right. The 1-2. And he tips it into the glove of Figueroa. He squeezes it, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 for both starters tonight. No score after one between Windy City and Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
It's time for our D-Bat Dizzy Bat Home Run Derby. Van is going to be spinning around the bat 10 times and then hitting the ball off the tee. If he hits it into that net, he's going to be going home some free Otters tickets. D-Bat is Evansville's premier locally owned indoor baseball and softball training facility. Experience top-notch batting cages, automated pitching machines for baseball, fast pitch, and slow pitch softball. Exciting camps and clinics, unforgettable birthday parties, and a pro shop filled with everything you need, powered by Rawlings. Located on O'Hara Drive near the airport, visit D-Bat 7 days a week for all your baseball and softball needs. Up to you, Zane.
Thanks, Lucas. It's a Senior Connection Wednesday. Great to have all of our seniors 55 and older here taking a part of those $2 general admission tickets. Tomorrow night, a Busch Light Thirsty Thursday. Tickets at EvansvilleOtters.com.
Top of the second inning, no score between Evansville and Windy City. And for the Thunderbolts, it'll be 4-5-6 in the order. Christian Kuzemka leads it off. The designated hitter bats right-handed. And Chip Korbacher back on the mound. Worked a 1-2-3 in that first inning, throwing just 12 pitches. He's at the set from the first base side, and the stretch he deals. And this pitch misses a little bit in. The count is 1-0. Korbacher, a four-seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. He sets, and he deals. Lifted back over the screen, out of play. 1-1 the count now to Kuzemka. Korbacher in his last appearance went 3 innings against Schaumburg. Gave up a run on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. Is 1-0. Fastball, a little bit low. Well, that heater only clocked in at 81 miles an hour. Now the 2-1. Another fastball in, 82 miles an hour. And the count is 3-1. Korbacher, a third-team All-American at the University of the Cumberlands this spring. His 3-1 is grounded to third, taken by Cruz near the bag. He slings it over to first, 1 out. I tell you, both starting pitchers falling behind in counts. Korbacher also had a 3-0 to Henry Kuziak before he got him out to end that first inning. Down in the count, 3-1 to Kuzemka, able to get him out. And the same story for Mikolajczyk. Now to bat, it's Brendan Deriggi. He hits after the first pitch, grounds one to second. Zinn up with it cleanly, throws to first, and there are 2 outs here in this top of the second. Maybe pitching from behind is the new meta. That's the way to success. Well, now it'll be Robert Chayka, no score between Evansville and Windy City. Chayka, the left fielder, bats right-handed. Korbacher steps and deals. Fastball on the outside corner, a strike, 0-1. Defensive order for Evansville, J.J. Cruz at third, Paven Parks at short, Delvin Zinn at second, and David Mendham at first. We'll get to the outfield after the 0-1. Check swing foul back to the screen. Randy Bednar out in left field, patrolling center, it's Clayton Keys. Gary Madison right, and back behind the dish, it's Logan Brown. Korbacher on the mound, comes to the set. Here's his 0-2 pitch. Fastball, a little bit high. Another absolutely stunning day here in Evansville. 74 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Mr. Sun is out. The 1-2. And this is tipped back to the screen again. Chayka just getting a piece of it, stays alive. A slight breeze out toward right field, maybe even coming in a little bit. Korbacher at the set. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for Korbacher, 6 up, 6 down. And he is rolling through the early stages of this contest. No score between Evansville and Windy City, and the Otters bats coming up when we come back. Randy Bednar leads it off. Bottom of the second inning, no score between Evansville and Windy City. John Mikolajczyk back on the mound, and the tall right-hander into the motion. Here's his pitch. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Mikolajczyk looks bigger than 6'3", 225, but that's a good thing. I mean it in regard to muscle. Is 1-0. Fastball hit high and deep out toward the left center gap. Ranging over Feltz, and the center fielder puts it away in the alley to retire Bednar, 1 out. Well, Mikolajczyk, 12 pitches, 6 strikes. He's got 4 outs to kick off the ball game, has not allowed a base runner. Chip Korbacher also not allowing a base runner yet. Now batting for the Otters, the left-handed hitting catcher Logan Brown. Takes a fastball high, and the count is 1-0. Brown batting .221 on the season. Those numbers similar here in the month of August. His 1-0 is grounded foul to the first base side. But the one thing that Brown has done here this month to make up for that lackluster batting average, he has 14 RBI. So he has done a good job of capitalizing with runners in scoring position, making those opportunities count. Mikolajczyk winds and deals. 1-1 is waved at and missed. Brown chased after one low and inside. And it's now 1-2. And that's really something that we have seen from Evansville as a team here this month. Really doing a nice job with the timely hits. The 1-2. Another breaking ball in the dirt, and Brown swings and misses. Tag applied by the catcher Figueroa, and there are 2 outs here in this bottom of the second. That'll bring up Delvin Zinn, the second baseman. And we could be looking at a pitcher's dual barn burner. That's how it's shaping up to be. Righty on righty matchup. Infield playing back, outfield playing medium deep. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses downstairs and out. The Otters taking down Windy City yesterday. A walk-off winner for Paven Parks. The 1-0. Zinn looks at one inside. We said this in the pregame show, but if you missed it, we posed the question, how many times has a player blown a save, then picked up the win, and walked the game off in a single contest? The 2-0. Zinn takes a strike at the knees, a fastball from Mikolajczyk. We sent an email to Baseball Reference to see if they had any information regarding that statistic. Can't imagine it's happened too often. Here's the 2-1. And Zinn hits a fly ball out toward right, moving toward the line. DeRiggi calling for it, slides, and he will make the catch. Oh, he was trotting over there at first. All of a sudden, he had to get on his horse to be able to run that one down, and he almost didn't run it down. But it's another 1-2-3 inning for Mikolajczyk, and both starters tonight 6 up, 6 down to begin the game. And Chip Korbacher and the Otters defense will come back out in the top of the third. No score with Windy City on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the third inning. No score between Evansville and Windy City. Chip Korbacher back out there for Evansville. And the starter from the stretch deals a fastball. Check swing from Reed Chumley. And the T-Bolts third baseman went too far around on a pitch that was upstairs. The count is 0-1. Korbacher sets and deals. Fastball misses upstairs. A ball and a strike. Korbacher's first start of his professional career came against Lake Erie back on the 8th of this month. His pitch is swung on and missed. An swing from Chumley. Didn't fully finish the backswing. Looked like he was half in, half out on that cut. And it's 1-2 now. Here it comes. Fastball just a little bit outside. Korbacher thought it was strike 3. At the set, Chip deals. Fastball, check swing upstairs. And Chumley holds up in time. Count is now 3-2. And actually, I beg your pardon, his first start was against Gateway on the 11th, but he went 4 1/3 innings out of the bullpen against Lake Erie. Here's the 3-2, and this is popped up back over the screen and out of play. That's as far as he went during his first start, and that was on short rest against the Grizzlies. Only 3 days off. Now the 3-2. And it's a breaking ball downstairs, ball 4. There's the first base runner of the game. And it comes via a walk. Chumley going to first, and
First base, 7, Joe Johnson.
now it'll be Joe Johnson, the first baseman, bats left-handed. Johnson with the open stance. Foot almost outside the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it away to the left side. We said this yesterday, but it's just incredible how he's able to get that front foot back to square. Oftentimes when you see a guy with a stance like that, they'll bring that front foot not even with their back foot, either a little bit outside to keep that open stance, or they'll even bring it in, which closes off the hip rotation. Throw to first, back in safely, Chumley. Well, when you close off that hip rotation, you are killing a ton of potential power. Korbacher sets and deals, and the 0-1 pitch is swung on, hit out toward shallow center. Moving to his right is DiGiacomo, or excuse me, that's Clayton Keys, and runs it down out toward the left center alley. Able to retire Johnson. That's out number 1 here in the third.
99th and catching 6.
The other thing about it for Johnson is when you get too far open with that front foot landing, there's a tendency in hitters to rip the shoulder open, and then you get into that pull happy mode. So you really have to be disciplined in getting the foot even with the back foot. First pitch to J.J. Figueroa. Fastball misses downstairs, and the count is 1-0. Runner on first, no score between Evansville and Windy City. Some important series taking place with the playoffs right around the corner in the Frontier League. Now the 1-0. And this is ripped back to the screen. We'll try it at a ball and a strike. The Tri-City Valley Cats over the weekend took 2 out of 3 games on the road against New York, and those two teams are neck and neck right now. Just a 2-game difference fighting for that third spot in the playoffs. The 1-1. And it's a breaking ball in for a strike. 1-2 now to Figueroa and Tri-City. And my good buddy Adam Cohen, voice of the Valley Cats, currently in the lead ahead of New York. That was a team that just missed the playoffs last year. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball hit high and deep out toward right field. Mattis chasing after it, looks up, and this is just foul. Would have been a 2-run home run for J.J. Figueroa. Instead, we'll have another 1-2 pitch. Korbacher at the set. Here's his 1-2. Swing and a miss. So after the leadoff walk, Korbacher getting the next two guys out. And that runner still on first base, that's Reed Chumley. The lineup will turn over for Windy City, and coming to bat, it's the leadoff hitter, Cam Feltz. Another really important series over in the West Division, Schaumburg and Lake Erie playing in Avon, Ohio. Here's the first pitch from Korbacher. At the knees, a strike taken by Feltz, and the count is 0-1. Schaumburg able to take game one of the series 7-5 yesterday, and the two teams are battling it out right now. Lake Erie trying to force a rubber match. The 0-1, runner goes, ground ball hit out towards second. Zinn up with it cleanly, throws to first, and the inning is over. So one stranded on the walk from Chumley. No damage done from the T-Bolts here in the away third. We'll take it to the home half of the frame with Evansville coming to bat. No score on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
I'm here with Andrew and Laura from the Muhlenberg County.
Bottom third of the order due up for Evansville. J.J. Cruz leads it off. Here's John Mikolajczyk's first pitch. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-0. No score between Evansville and Windy City. And the T-Bolts getting their first base runner on the top of this frame. Evansville still searching for their first. Cruz lines the next pitch back to the screen, 1-1. J.J. working on a 3-game hit streak. Had a double and a strikeout yesterday, a 1-for-3 game. His 1-1. Shot back to the screen again. Hit the backstop padding right behind home plate, 1-2. Infield playing back, outfield medium deep. Mikolajczyk. Glove at his face, into the wind. Here's his 1-2. Fastball misses away. Here comes the next pitch. And it is downstairs a ball. 3-2. Mikolajczyk, a mainstay in this pitching order for Windy City this year. They've had a lot of turnover in that department. The 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses downstairs, and it's a walk for Cruz. Windy City has had a lot of turnover in their entire roster. Again, Bobby Jenks running out of transactions before that Midsummer Classic up in Quebec, and he has had to rock with this squad for quite a while. Here's Clayton Keys. First pitch to him is lined back to the screen, 0-1. Keys had his Otters debut yesterday from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. 6'1", 210 pounds, now into his first Otters start. Here's the pitch. Fastball down the middle, and it's 0-2. Well, Keys was super excited to get down here. He was dealing with some visa issues, trying to get cleared north of the border, but it just didn't happen until about a week and a half ago, the 0-2. He lines one out towards center field, but this is right at Feltz. Well, Keys put some good wood on the ball, but nothing to show for it. Can't be mad, though, with the result of that contact, and he's out number 1.
Number 10, Giovanni DiGiacomo.
Now it'll be Giovanni DiGiacomo coming to bat, the designated hitter. Getting the day off defensively with Keys taking his place out there. And Clayton has had some action out in center field. He's done a nice job. First pitch to Giovanni. Breaking ball upstairs, and the count is 1-0. He pulled back a bunt. The Keys activated yesterday, and the Otters put Dakota Phillips on the 7-day DL, the 1-0. Fastball high, but because the transactions deadline was last week, the Otters had one move to make, as did every other team. Some still have their move. The Otters using theirs yesterday. Here's the 2-0. DiGiacomo with a check swing offered up. And that means that we will not see Dak the rest of the year. A big loss for the club. A throw to first, and Cruz just gets a hand back in. He was taking a step towards second as Mikolajczyk threw that over, and Cruz just ahead of the throw. The right-hander ready. He deals. And DiGiacomo takes a strike. The count now 2-2. The left-handed hitter batting .296. And he has had a hot month of August. He leads the club in batting average. And he's hitting .404 here this month. Another throw to first, and they got him. Cruz picked off at the bag, and a nice move by Mikolajczyk. He's got out number 2. Just another perfectly timed pickoff, getting Cruz in between steps. And that time, that throw had a little more juice to it. Now the 2-2 to DiGiacomo. Breaking ball misses outside, and we'll try it at full. No score between Evansville and Windy City. Going on about Gio here this month. He's got 3 doubles and a triple with 7 RBI as well to go along with that stellar average. The payoff pitch. Breaking ball lifted foul and out of play to the left side. And Giovanni stays alive.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
The Otters looking to win the series here today against Windy City and go for the sweep tomorrow. The payoff. And DiGiacomo swings and misses. That'll do it. 3 in the books. We're scoreless between Evansville and the T-Bolts. Here, the 4th inning coming your way next on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Otters fans, you ready to witness flying pigs? Because it's time for the Hickory Pit Stop Flying Pigs. We have Tucker and Bennett, and they will see who can sling their pigs the furthest. Whoever does wins 2 Otters tickets. Great work, guys. Back to you, Zane.
Otters baseball.
Well, there was a sling toss competition with some stuffed animals in between innings. And it was held between 2 little kids. One of the kids flinged his out there, then the next came up and it fell out as he was trying to sling it forward. And they didn't let him get another shot at it. Come on, guys. Well, the poor kid, I guess he'll have to learn his lesson. You only get 1 shot at some things in life. No score here in the top of the 4th inning. And it's Chip Korbacher back on the mound. The Evansville starter has looked good. His first pitch misses a little bit inside, and for Windy City, it's Michael Seegers at the plate. The 1-0 pitch is cut on and missed. Make it a ball and a strike now. 41 pitches, 27 strikes for Korbacher. We'll see how long he can go tonight. The 1-1. Fastball a little bit high. You have to remember that Chip is still really early into his starting role as a professional. So the most pitches that he has thrown all season, 73. That was in his first start, the 2-1. And here's a grounder hit to short. Up with it is Parks. His throw just able to beat Seegers by a half a step. Boy, that was a close play, and Parks leisurely threw that one over to first. Almost didn't get the Windy City second baseman. So that'll bring up Henry Kuziak. No score, top of the 4th inning. Korbacher, the right-hander, at the set. Now he deals the first pitch. And Kuziak takes a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. I think if you get 73 pitches out of Korbacher today, that's a win. The 0-1. And this is tapped foul at the plate by Kuziak. Quickly 0-2. Not sure if anybody expected Korbacher to throw 73 against Gateway. So that's a marker that he still has to build up to get there consistently at least. Threw 51 pitches in his last start in Schaumburg. He deals the 0-2. Kuziak started to go around, held up on a breaking ball that was in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes now. Kuziak lined out to center his first time up. Korbacher began the game setting down the first 6. Saw 4 batters in the 3rd. The 1-2 pitch is popped up, foul to the right side, out of play.
Hey, Maddie, that overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Korbacher sets and deals. Fastball called, strike 3.
That's a
Chip
German-American
Korbacher
inning.
continues to rack up the Ks. And that's number 4 for him here tonight.
14,
2 quick outs in the 4th. No score between Evansville and Windy City. And coming to bat, it's Christian Kuzemka, the designated hitter. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow it'll be the last Beersy night here at Bosse Field. First pitch, a breaking ball, check swing, a called strike regardless. And the count is 0-1. So there has been bidding on our online auctions going on all week long. They will close tomorrow. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. So if you want to get yours, make sure to go check out our social media pages. There will be links there. And you can go get yourself a sweet-looking Beersy jersey. Featured once again on the minor league promos page not too long ago. Korbacher sets and the right-hander deals. Kuzemka fouls it away. Out of play, and it's 0-2 again.
Heads Construction, choose the best, never regret it.
Kuzemka grounded to third his last time up, 0 for 1. Had a 1 for 4 effort yesterday with the solo homer. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 Ks in the inning for Korbacher. He works another 1-2-3, and he is completely dominating Windy City here tonight. We'll head to the home 4th, scoreless, and Evansville coming to bat on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the order for Evansville here in the home 4th. No score with Windy City. And it's David Mendham, the first baseman, to lead it off. Bats left-handed. John Mikolajczyk, the tall right-hander, into the wind. And his pitch is at the knees, taken for a strike, a breaking ball. Mendham didn't like it. It's 0-1. Mikolajczyk, 36 pitches, 19 strikes the first time through the order. Gave up 1 walk, but then picked off J.J. Cruz at first. Mendham taps the next pitch, foul at the plate. It's quickly 0-2. Other than that, Mikolajczyk with 3 strikeouts in the early going. And he worked 1-2-3s in the first 2 innings as well. He motions home the 0-2. Breaking ball misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes now for Mendham. He grounded out to first. His first at-bat, a .298 hitter. Mendham 5 homers, 45 RBI. The 1-2 pitch. And it bounces in About a 56-foot breaking ball. 78 miles an hour on the gun. I don't even know how our radar gun picked up the miles per hour. That wasn't even close. And now it's 2-2. Mikolajczyk gets the sign, and he deals. Fastball away. Now, Mendham had no home runs in the month of July, but he's got 2 here in August, 11 RBI. Had that big 3-run homer yesterday, and the payoff. Fouls it away to the left side, and stays alive.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction.
Mendham working on a 3-game hit streak. His only hit yesterday was that homer, but at the time it gave Evansville a 3-1 lead, and the Otters needed every run they could muster onto the scoreboard in last night's performance. The pitch. Fastball misses inside, ball 4.
That's a deer head.
A 7-pitch walk drawn by Mendham.
Right fielder, number 23.
And that'll bring up the 2-hole hitting Gary Mattis. Second base runner of the game for the Otters, still no hits. Both teams being no hit right now. The pitch, fastball, top of the zone, a strike, 0-1. I got a message in the broadcasters group chat for the Frontier League that, again, there's no hits in Gateway. The 0-1. Fastball grounded to short, could be 2. Kuziak flips to second for 1. Relay to first, able to beat Mattis. And it's a 6-4-3 twin killing. This is exquisite pitching from both starters here tonight. And all of a sudden, the bases are empty. 2 outs, and it's the 3-hole hitting Pavin Parks. Mikolajczyk into the windup. His pitch grounded to the first baseman, and Joe Johnson has it, runs it over, taps the bag himself, and again, Mikolajczyk able to face the minimum despite giving up that leadoff walk to Mendham. Rolls the double play, and we're scoreless through 4 between Evansville and Windy City. Chip Korbacher back on to pitch here in the top of the 5th inning. No score between Evansville and Windy City. And his first offering to Brennan DeRiggi. Line to first base, caught by Mendham. Right to the first baseman. And David able to glove it. 1 pitch, 1 out. 53 total tosses, 37 strikes for Korbacher. Now he will face Robert Chayka. Right on right matchup. Here's the pitch. Chayka skies one out toward center field, moving a couple of steps to his right and in. Clayton Keys able to put it away. How about this start to the inning? 2 pitches and 2 outs.
Third baseman.
Have to imagine that Reed Chumley, the third baseman, who is now batting, will take at least 1 pitch. Well, we have a 3-pitch inning. No, we will not. Fastball taken away, and the count is 1-0. Still scoreless, still hitless in this one. And the 1-0 is a fastball low. Again, this is some kind of performance so far from Chip Korbacher, and the only kryptonite that may come into play for him is the pitch count. His 2-0 delivery. Fastball misses inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Korbacher, a guy to only average 30.2 pitches per game. Now the 3-0. Fastball just a little bit high. It's a 4-pitch walk. And again, a large portion of why that pitch count is as high as it is because Korbacher, in his last 3 appearances, has thrown 59 pitches, then 73, then 51, and that averages out to 61. Now batting, Joe Johnson, and the left-handed hitting first baseman takes the first pitch, a fastball high, and that's 5 balls in a row from Chip. Second walk of the game issued by Korbacher, and Chumley on first, no score. We're in the top of the 5th. Here's the 1-0. Another heater outside. Johnson, 6 homers, 42 RBI on the season. Struck out in his first 3 plate appearances yesterday and then singled in his final at-bat. The 2-0. There's a strike, swung on and missed. Well, if you like pitching, this one's for you. Now the 2-1. This is put back over the screen, out of play. 2-2 the count, and the deuces are wild.
Heads Construction, choose the best.
These are always my personal favorites. Yeah, the high-scoring offensive games are fun, the back and forths. But a real gritty pitching and defensive game. Nothing gets me going like that, the 2-2. Fastball misses high. The right-hander comes to the set. Korbacher ready. Here's his 3-2. Runner goes to second. This is swung on, lifted out to left. Bednar camping under it. He will make the catch, and the inning is over. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Still scoreless, still hitless between Evansville and Windy City. Home half of the 6th inning, rather the 5th inning, beg your pardon. And we're scoreless between Evansville and Windy City. Randy Bednar hits a ground ball out to third. Reed Chumley up with it. He will throw to first. And it's 1 pitch, 1 out. Hey, similar to how Chip Korbacher started his top of the 5th inning. Mikolajczyk, 47 pitches, 26 strikes. And both starters have been on a roll tonight. Here's the pitch. And Brown takes low. The count is 1-0. On a roll like butter. Smooth, confident, controlled, accurate, precise, and deadly. Here's the 1-0. Shot toward first. Oh, a nice pick by Johnson. And he handles the short pick to perfection. Runs it to the bag at first. And he's able to get Brown. That ball was smoked. And a great play by the first baseman. Able to take a hit away from Brown. And 3 pitches into this home 5th. We have 2 outs, and coming to bat now, it'll be Delvin Zinn. Here's the first pitch from Mikolajczyk. Fastball, a little bit low. The count is 1-0. Something that we don't usually do here on the broadcast, but I'd like to mix things up just a little bit. The 1-0. Fastball high and in. Since we're in the Bible Belt here in the USA, just like to read the verse of the day. But seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. The pitch. Ground ball hit out towards short. Fielded cleanly by Kuziak. He throws to first, and that will do it here in the 5th. A 1-2-3 inning for Mikolajczyk. We're scoreless between Evansville and Windy City. We're still hitless as well, and we'll head to the 6th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Chip Korbacher back out there to pitch in the top of the 6th inning. No score between Evansville and Windy City. J.J. Figueroa coming to bat for the T-Bolts, and the left-handed hitter will watch a first pitch from Korbacher. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Again, that pitch count for Chip getting up there, but nobody warming up in that Otters bullpen. Now the 1-0. Fastball misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, to the last 3 batters, Korbacher has only thrown 3 strikes in 12 pitches. The 2-0. Fastball popped up shallow on the infield toward the left side. Parks will make the catch.
Center fielder, our Hoosier Lottery strikeout batter.
So the shortstop puts away Figueroa. And the lineup turns over. Here comes the leadoff hitter, Cam Feltz. The center fielder bats left-handed. Senior Connection Wednesday here at the ballpark tonight. Glad you could be with us, everybody in attendance. First pitch to Feltz. Fastball at the knees, a strike, and the count is 0-1. The Otters will finalize this series tomorrow against Windy City, another 6:35 start time. Korbacher's 0-1. And it's upstairs. 80 miles per hour. Imagine that was a fastball. 1-1. Then over the weekend, it'll be the Gateway Grizzlies coming to town for the final 3 home games of the 24 season. This ball swung on a bloop shot out toward right center, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding first, gunning for second, Feltz, and he beats the throw, a hustle double. There goes the no-hitter. Evansville still being no-hit by John Mikolajczyk,
Second baseman,
but Korbacher
Michael
just
Seegers.
gave up his first hit of the game. No score between Evansville and Windy City. Top of the 6th inning, and coming to bat, Michael Seegers. Righty on righty matchup. Couple of looks to second from Chip. A long pause at the set, and his first pitch is a breaking ball that misses low. The count is 1-0. And now all of a sudden that bullpen starting to get loose. Andy was going to let him go as long as he could. The 1-0. Fastball in the inside corner, a strike. It's 1-1. But now that that no-no is gone, this will probably be the final inning for Korbacher. He's had 72 total pitches, 45 strikes. At the set, the righty looks to second and deals home. Runner goes to third, fastball low. Throw from Brown, it's a beauty, and they got him! Well, despite the double, still a chance to face the minimum here in this 6th inning for Korbacher. He gets some help from the defense, and a gorgeous throw to third from Logan Brown. Just like that, the bases are empty. 2 outs, no score. And it's a 2-1 count to Seegers. The pitch. Fastball lifted in the air. Out toward left center, charging in Bednar. It's the second baseman Zinn out there, but Bednar takes charge along with Parks and Keys, and the left fielder puts it away. That'll do it. And what an effort from Chip Korbacher here tonight. We'll see if he comes back out in the 7th. Unlikely, but boy, oh boy, has he had a special night. No score between Evansville and Windy City after 5.5. Bottom of the 6th inning, Evansville still searching for their first hit of the game, and it is J.J. Cruz leading it off for the Otters. First pitch from John Mikolajczyk misses outside. A 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and the count is 1-0. No score. And Windy City getting their first hit in the top of this inning. The pitch, fastball away, 2 balls and no strikes. It was a double from Cam Feltz, which broke up the no-no being thrown at the time by Chip Korbacher, but Korbacher still faced the minimum in the inning. The 2-0 home. Fastball away, 3-0. Mikolajczyk has walked 2, but he's held the Otters in check with the bats. Get it? Here's the 3-0. And it misses downstairs, ball 4.
That's the deer head sidewalk.
Well, what's interesting is Mikolajczyk's strike-to-ball ratio is quite terrible tonight. 56 total pitches and just 28 strikes. That's good for a rate of 50%. J.J. Figueroa having a quick meeting on the mound with him, but hasn't mattered because Mikolajczyk getting a lot of quick outs, lots of weak contact, but a leadoff base runner for the Otters here in this 6th inning. Clayton Keys now comes to bat. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch from Mikolajczyk. Breaking ball, bounces in outside, and the count is 1-0. Keys wearing number 19 again into his first Otters start. 6'1", 210 pounds. The 1-0 pitch. He squares the bunt, puts it foul back to the screen. And it's now 1-1. Keys, 25 years old. Spent some time playing in a couple of leagues in Canada, but not technically professional baseball. Still good competition. That was after his collegiate tenure before coming here. Throw to the bag at first. Back in safely is Cruz. But Keys, after growing up in Canada, drafted a couple of times, didn't sign, instead went to college out of high school. Here's the 1-1. He lines it back to the screen, down in the count, 1-2 now. And Keys attended Southeastern for his final season of collegiate play. That was after transferring from Central Arizona College. Mikolajczyk sets and deals. 1-2, swung on, hit out toward the right center gap. Long run for Feltz, and this is gonna drop in for a base hit. Well, J.J. Cruz was standing near second, wasn't sure if that was gonna get down. Had some hang time to it, but Keys able to come through with a single to right center, and that breaks up the no-hitter thrown by Mikolajczyk. Runners on first and second for Evansville. Bottom of the 6th inning. No score, and it's Giovanni DiGiacomo coming to bat. What an awesome moment for Clayton Keys. He has waited again a long time to play in an Otters uniform this year. Here's the pitch to DiGiacomo. And Giovanni takes a fastball low. The count is 1-0. For Keys, he has been on the visa inactive the whole season. So if the government figured out what was going on with the visa, then he could have came through. The 1-0. Fastball, or rather a breaking ball, 75 miles an hour, missed high. DiGiacomo pulled back a bunt, but hey, he's just glad to be here. It took a while for things to get sorted out in customs, and Keys already making an impact. Mikolajczyk looks to second, throws to the bag. Cruz back in safely. The JJ's already been picked off one time. Count 2-0 to Giovanni DiGiacomo. Mikolajczyk sets and deals. And Giovanni squares the bunt, pulls it back. Infield was expecting it, but now it's 3-0. So we'll see if he has the take sign, maybe until he gets to 2 strikes. Mikolajczyk all over the place command-wise this inning. A 4-pitch walk to Cruz, in danger of another 4-pitch walk to DiGiacomo. He deals. He squares the bunt again, and it's low.
That's a deer head, sidewalk.
So just like that, the bases are loaded for Evansville. Time called again. Joe Johnson, the first baseman, the first to the mound. Here's J.J. Figueroa, the catcher, as well. And just trying to settle down Mikolajczyk. Runs have been non-existent in this one. 2 donuts on the scoreboard, but a chance to break that with David Mendham coming to bat. Mendham 0 for 1, walked his last time up.
First baseman, number 34, David Mendham.
Packed house on the bases. Here's the pitch. Mendham takes a breaking ball in the inside corner, strike 1. Well, we just got word, thanks to our Director of Communication and my good friend Matt Will. Lake Erie has just taken down the Schaumburg Boomers 5-0, which means that the tragic number for Evansville down to 1. Otherwise, that means that if the Otters lose one game the rest of the year, that's it. Or if Lake Erie wins another game the rest of the year, that's it, no playoffs. Mikolajczyk now working from the windup. Into the motion, he deals. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count is 1-1. Well, that first pitch strike to David Mendham was huge for Mikolajczyk. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders at double play depth. Outfield medium deep. Here's the 1-1. Mendham watches it low, kicks past the catcher Figueroa, coming into Cruz. Evansville takes the lead. And it's a passed ball from Figueroa, which breaks the scoreless game. That's a devastating way to give up the first run. Everybody advances, now second and third. Nobody out, and the whole infield playing in for Windy City. Count is 2-1 to Mendham. Outfield still medium deep. Our American flag blowing out to right. The 2-1. Mendham grounds one foul to the first base side. A wonderful night here at Bosse Field. Cooler temperatures, 69 degrees, partly cloudy night skies. The lights are on, and the crowd is excited. Mikolajczyk into the motion. His 2-2 is fisted out towards second, fielded cleanly by Seegers, and he will go to first base to retire Mendham, both runners having to stay put on second and third.
Right fielder, number 23, Gary Mattis.
So a 4-3 fielder's choice. And a big out number 1 for Mikolajczyk as Mendham is retired. And now coming to bat, the right fielder, Gary Mattis. 0 for 6 in the series with a walk, a run scored, and 2 stolen bases. The pitch, he takes a breaking ball, misses outside, and the count is 1-0. 70 pitches, 34 strikes for Mikolajczyk. The right-hander winds and fires. This pitch, low. Evansville leading it 1-0, but looking for more. They would not be satisfied with just the run. Now the 2-0 pitch. Mattis checks his swing. Ball kicks away again from Figueroa. And this goes into the Windy City dugout. A wild pitch this time, and it scores Clayton Keys. The Otters have a 2-0 lead. Up to third base to Giacomo. And the infield will remain in for the Thunderbolts. What a disastrous 6th inning. Mikolajczyk gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Mattis takes a strike at the knees. And the count 2-2. Well, on that ball in the dirt, Mattis apparently offered up. There's a right-hander warming up in that Windy City bullpen. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball a little bit high. 74 miles an hour on the gun from Mikolajczyk. On deck for the Otters, Pavin Parks. Now the payoff to Mattis. Fastball, low, ball 4.
That's the Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe.
Bobby Jenks moving toward the rail, and he's going to come out to have a word with Mikolajczyk. Time called on the field, and we'll take 15 seconds aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We'll be back after this. Back here at Bossy Field, bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Evansville. Kyle Chandler with you on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Jenks having a word with John Mikolajczyk, and, well, it was a quick meeting. Jenks, 43 years old, a former Major League pitcher, drafted by the Anaheim Angels in the 5th round of the 2000 draft. Into his first season managing Windy City. Runners at the corners, now batting, it's Pavin Parks. Here's the first pitch to him. It's inside and low near his shoes. The count is 1-0. Righty on lefty matchup. And Mikolajczyk just walked Gary Mattis. That's his 3rd walk of the inning. 1 out in the frame. There's the set. And now the pitch. Noah throw to first, and they're going to pick off Mattis. The 2nd pickoff by Mikolajczyk here tonight. What a gorgeous move. So now there are 2 outs with a runner just on 3rd. That's Giovanni DiGiacomo. Earlier in the game, Mikolajczyk also picked off J.J. Cruz at first. The 1-0. Here's a check swing back to the screen foul, 1-1. It's just so snappy for Mikolajczyk. He has a quick pivot as fast as lightning, and he gets the ball out of his glove just as fast, which allows him to get the runners. Time called and a ball thrown away by the Otters pitcher in the bullpen. And we have stoppage. It's been a while since we've had that happen, all of about 2 weeks. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high. Max Peterson was telling me a story about his time in the minors. And whenever he was warming up down in the bullpen, if he would throw a pitch away, he would just end the bullpen session right there. He called it quits. Enough is enough. The 2-1. Fastball high, pops out of the glove of Figueroa. Keeps it near him, though, and the count is 3-1. Peterson would say, it's so embarrassing as a pitcher warming up in the bullpen if time has to be called because you cannot throw a strike. Those are his words, not mine. And so Peterson said, you know what? If I can't throw a strike, I'll just go figure it out in the game. Mikolajczyk into the motion is 3-1. And it misses downstairs. Another walk.
That's a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar.
5 pitches to Parks, and he heads down to first on the free pass. 80 total pitches for Mikolajczyk, just 37 strikes.
Left fielder, number 6.
And now coming to bat, it's
Randy
Randy Bednar. Again, runners on first and third for the Otters. We're in the 6th inning. And this inning alone has been about as long as the rest of the entire game. Righty on righty matchup. Bednar 0 for 2, the pitch. Fastball misses low, and Mikolajczyk is just all over the place with his command. He's found a way around it up until this inning, but this 6th frame has really cost him. Now the 1-0. Breaking ball in the inside corner, a strike. Bednar lined out to center his first time up, grounded to third back in the 5th inning. Otters ahead 2-0 over Windy City. At the set, Mikolajczyk ready, and he deals. 1-1 is a breaking ball in at the top of the zone, strike 2. Now Bednar has been one of the hottest hitters for Evansville in the last 5 games. 6 for 14 at the dish, a .429 average. Trying to get something going tonight. The 1-2 runner goes. Fastball shot through the left side, a base hit for Randy. Coming in to score DiGiacomo, and it is a 3-0 Otters lead. RBI number 44 of the year for Randy as he comes through. Down in the count, 1-2. And we have time called. Jenks out there for the 2nd time this inning, which means we'll have a pitching change coming your way on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. More information on the reliever to come when we come back in the bottom of the 6th. Evansville ahead of Windy City 3-0. The day is over for John Mikolajczyk, and now it is Bryce Helgeth on the mound for Windy City. Bottom of the 6th inning, Evansville ahead 3-0 over the T-Bolts. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and the first pitch to Logan Brown is a fastball that misses high. The count is 1-0. Well, for Mikolajczyk, it was a great start through 5 innings. The pitch, Brown swings at it, hits it out of play to the left side, 1-1. But the starter falling apart here in the 6th inning. His line is still open, 5 2/3 up to this point, responsible for both runners on first and second base. Helgeth steps off. Time is called. Moments ago, Randy Bednar with an RBI single into left field, which ended up scoring Giovanni DiGiacomo. Pavin Parks on second. He gave up 2 hits, Mikolajczyk did, 5 walks and 3 Ks. The right-hander, Helgeth, leaning in. Comes to the set, now his 1-1 pitch. Here's a tapper toward the first base side. This is squibbing into foul territory. And we'll do it at 1-2. Well, 3 of those 5 walks from Mikolajczyk coming here this inning. He had a no-hitter into this frame. He walked J.J. Cruz, then Clayton Keys singled to right center to break up the no-no. Walked Giovanni DiGiacomo, then Helgeth able to get the first out. That was after a pass ball and a wild pitch to score 2. Next pitch, swung on and missed. And Mikolajczyk picking another runner off, then a walk, then an RBI single. Helgeth strikes out Brown, and that will do it here in the 6th inning. Evansville plates 3, and they take a 3-0 lead over Windy City on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. What an effort it was tonight from the starting pitcher, Chip Korbacher. Finishes his day, 74 pitches, 46 strikes, 11 first pitch strikes, 4 0-2 counts, and 2 1-2 counts. And his final line, 6 innings, no runs, just 1 hit, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Taking over on the mound for Evansville here in the top of the 7th inning, John Beamer, and he will face the heart of the Windy City order. Here's the first pitch from the right-hander. Henry Kuziak grounds one out towards second. A weak roller fielded by Zinn. 1 pitch, 1 out. So a good start out of the pen for Beamer. And now coming to bat, it's the designated hitter, Christian Kuzemka. Beamer, 6'3", 190 pounds. Out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky, he deals. And from the windup, he throws a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. The count is 0-1. Beamer gets the sign, working quickly. Back into the motion and is 0-1. Is a breaking ball, slap foul back to the screen. Quickly 0-2 to Kazemka.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best.
Beamer looking to follow suit
Never regret it.
after the best outing of the year for Korbacher. He was dashing. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches and Kuzemka is set down on the strikeout.
That's a German-American
Second K of the game for him.
strikeout.
First of the game for Beamer. And now coming to bat with the bases empty, it's Brendan DeRiggi. Evansville ahead of Windy City, 3-0, top of the 7th. Righty on lefty matchup. Beamer winds and deals. Fastball in the outside corner, just missed, 1-0. Earlier today, there was a crash in Evansville right off Lindbergh on the north side of the city. 2,000 plus people without power. The 1-1 is in there, a strike. Or rather the 1-0, now it's 1-1. Our thoughts and prayers are with the people that were in the accident. Hope they're okay. The 1-1. And it misses downstairs. And while it isn't a tornado, still another accident causing more power outages. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike now. DeRiggi 0 for 2, lined out to first. Hit the ball sharply to Mendham his last time up. The 3-1 pitch from Beamer. Fastball swung on, lifted to left. Backing up and toward the line is Bednar. He will make the catch, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 for John Beamer out of the pen. Sets the T-Bolts down in order. It's stretch time at Bosse Field. 3-0 Otters ahead on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Delvin Zinn leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th for Evansville. And it is 3-0 with the Otters on top of the Windy City Thunderbolts. Back on the rubber, Bryce Helgeth, the right-hander, working from the stretch on the third base side of the mound. Comes to the set and deals. First pitch swinging for Zinn, grounds it to short. Kuziak fields and tosses it over to first, 1 out. Second time that Zinn is grounded out to short, down on 1 pitch. Helgeth coming out of the bullpen to relieve John Mikolajczyk in the last inning. Threw 4 pitches, got an out. Now it's J.J. Cruz coming to bat. The pitch to him. And it misses downstairs on a fastball. The count is 1-0. Some other scores going on around the Frontier League. Well, we already listed that Lake Erie took down Schaumburg here tonight, a 5-0 score in Avon. Next pitch to Cruz, misses downstairs and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Washington, an 8-2 win at home against Joliet. So the Wild Things winning the series, setting themselves up to sweep tomorrow. The pitch, and it's on the outside corner, but missed the zone. 3-0. Well, Washington and Quebec both racing toward that 60-win marker, the 3-0. Fastball drops in for a strike. But Washington hit 5 home runs in the game against Joliet tonight. I'll tell you, they are a force to be reckoned with this year. The 3-1 pitch, grounded out to second. Toward first, Seegers has it, and he'll flip it on over to Johnson. 2 outs.
Center fielder.
That'll bring up Clayton Keys.
Keys.
Base is empty, 2 outs. Evansville ahead, 3-0. Washington and Quebec both the clear favorites to win the division. The first pitch to Keys is on the inside corner, a strike, but not just win the division. That point is almost a given for both sides. Also to make it to the Frontier League Championship Series. Next pitch, tapped foul at the plate. We'll do it at 0-2. Also on the slate, New York in the bottom of the 8th inning with a 7-6 lead over New England. Tri-City taking down New Jersey at home 2-1. And that game is finished. Ottawa and Sussex postponed. The 0-2 pitch to Keys. Breaking ball misses outside. So that postponement due to weather, that will probably be made up tomorrow. Quebec trailing to Trois-Rivières at home 4-3 in the top of the 8th inning. The 1-2. And Keys takes a breaking ball low and outside. 2 more games to go. Gateway leading it bottom of the 5th inning at home, 5-1 over Florence. And then there's this game, 3-0 your score with Evansville ahead. Bottom of the 7th inning. And the deuces are wild to Keys. He takes a breaking ball right down Broadway, and he knew it, strike 3. That'll do it, 7 in the books, and Evansville leads at 3-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. John Beamer back out to pitch, top of the 8th inning. And it is Robert Chayka to lead things off, the former Washington Wild thing. Beamer deals the first pitch, fastball in the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. Beamer throwing 9 pitches, 6 strikes in his first inning of work, a 1-2-3 in the 7th. He offers up, and the 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball. Missed just a little outside, I guess. 1-1. Chayka dealt in a trade from Washington over to Windy City this year, the 1-1. Breaking ball finds the zone, a ball and 2 strikes. Well, since joining the club, he's 0 for 2 tonight, but entering play, batting .300 with Windy City, the 1-2. Swings at one, gets by the catcher Brown on a pitch in the dirt. He is able to recover, a strong throw to first. Mendham stretches toward the Otters' first base dugout and makes the catch.
Strikeouts.
So a 2-3 strikeout, and Chayka out number 1. That's the second K of the game for Beamer.
Reed Chumley.
And now coming to bat, Reed Chumley. Chumley, no official at-bats yet, 2 walks. First pitch on the inside corner, a strike. It's 0-1. Beamer, a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, changeup, slider, curve. The right-hander winds and deals. Breaking ball in for strike 2. Beamer pitched in 3 1/3 scoreless innings against Florence back on the 16th. That was last Friday. The 0-2 coming. Breaking ball way outside. Beamer struck out 7 in that appearance. Gave up just a hit and walked 2. That was a big outing for Beamer. Got that ERA back under 4. It's at .397 now. 35th appearance here tonight. His 1-2 offering. Swung on, lifted in the air to left center. Giving Chase Keys, the center fielder, will make the jogging catch, and there are 2 outs.
First baseman.
Another 8 pitches thrown here this inning by Beamer. And now coming to bat, it's Joe Johnson, the first baseman. Out of the 17 total pitches, 12 have gone for strikes. Johnson with the open stance. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. We've talked about Johnson's open stance a couple of times now. His 1-0. He pops it up third base side. Long run down by the line. Cruz giving chase, but this will land in the picnic area down and left out of play. But it's so fascinating to see Johnson do what he does. And also, whenever he brings that leg back in, he actually crosses the even plane with his back foot and then brings it back out. So there is a ton of movement happening with that leg kick for Johnson because he starts so far outside. He calls time. Wants to think things over with a 1-1 count. Somehow he's able to make it work. I certainly couldn't do it. Beamer winds and fires the 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and that time that foot landed outside. Not as far as where it starts, but again outside where that back foot is. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball downstairs in the dirt. Johnson, 1 for 6 in the series with 3 strikeouts. Entered tonight batting .229, 6 homers, 42 ribbies. We'll have time called again. Now Beamer ready. He winds and deals. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball well inside. Johnson chased out of the zone, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Beamer. He's got 3 Ks and 2 innings of work. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Your score, Evansville 3, Windy City nothing.
from the Otters.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Jacob Newman taking over on the mound. Bryce Helgeth 1 1/3 scoreless innings with 2 strikeouts. And Newman wearing number 24, 6'2", 215 pounds from Glenville, Illinois. Or Glenview, excuse me. So he will face 9-1-2 in the order. Leading it off, it's Giovanni DiGiacomo. We have a bit of a explicit story to share, so if you're squeamish, just tune out for this half inning and join us in the 9th. But this is a good one, though. I learned this today, and it's about Windy City. First pitch to Giovanni, and the right-hander's pitch on the outside corner, a strike. It's 0-1. So we heard from the Windy City broadcaster, Mark Centrone, the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2, that there was some foul play with the bathroom usage on the bus for Windy City. It's a gold standard rule that while you are traveling on the bus, you do not go number 2. That is a big no-no. At the set, Newman kicks and deals. Fastball low and in. And not to get too into detail, but gosh, you just think it sits on the bus. The smell reeks. It has nowhere to go, so you can't do it. It's absolutely prohibited. The 1-2. Giovanni fouls it away, and we'll try it again.
That overhead foul ball is brought to you by
Well,
Construction.
that rule
Choose
was
the best.
broken.
Never regret.
Yesterday morning, I don't know what Windy City was doing in the early morning to rile up their tummies. The 1-2. Breaking ball outside, but on the ride over here, somebody broke that golden rule, and it was a miserable bus ride for Windy City coming to Evansville. Now the 2-2 pitch. Check swing, and DiGiacomo went too far around. He strikes out. So the lineup will turn over. Here comes David Mendham. Evansville leads it 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 8th.
David Mendham.
Mendham 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 groundouts. Well, Bobby Jenks, alongside being a manager of a baseball team, is also a great detective. He's the next Sherlock Holmes, folks. He was destined to figure out who went number 2 on the bathroom or on the bus ride down here. First pitch to Mendham, breaking ball, and it misses the zone. The count is 1-0. So there were lots of accusations being thrown around. Couple thrown toward Mark's way. Fastball misses inside. And Mark told me, hey, listen, man, if you're going to accuse me, you better have some solid evidence. Otherwise, grow some you-know-what and own up to your mistake. Mark was not happy that he was being accused. Here's the 2-0. Mendham shoots one toward the right center alley. That's going to get down, and he has a base hit. Cut off by Feltz, so Mendham held to a single, but able to extend his hit streak to 4 games.
Gary Mattis.
That'll bring up Gary Mattis, runner on first, 1 out here in the 8th for Evansville. So Jenks was on the search. He was diving into each player's file, interrogating them, seeing what they had for breakfast that morning. Here's the pitch to Mattis. Fastball misses high. And again, those accusations were bouncing around, and John Mikolajczyk ended up just taking the blame. He did not do it, but he wanted to take the blame just to end this whole debacle. The pitch swung on, lifted in the air by Mattis. Out toward right center. Feltz on the chase, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. We still don't know who the actual culprit is, but Jenks knew that it wasn't Mikolajczyk, tonight's starter for Windy City. Still, he just put it aside for the meantime. I would imagine that after the game, that's going to be priority number 1 to figure out who exactly the culprit was. Now batting, Paven Parks. And he swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. But Mark told me that after last night's game, the team had to have court together. Yes, court. Like it's some law. That's how serious that rule is. At the set, Newman kicks and deals from the stretch. Runner goes to second, fastball low, throw to the bag late. Mendham has a stolen base. Runner on second, 2 outs in the inning. 3-0, Otters lead it. And we're in the 8th. Time called between Newman and the catcher, J.J. Figueroa. They'll meet on the mound. Well, anyway, Jenks not taking exception to that foul play that happened on the bus, and he had some fun with his team, setting 2 lineup cards up today in the visitors clubhouse, one with the normal names and positions, and a second one with the same positions but nicknames for each player. Now the 1-1 from Newman. Parks fouls it away, 1-2. So there are some good ideas about who it was, and
Choose the best.
Windy City believes that it's Brennan DeRiggi. He was the bad guy in this whole thing. So instead of putting his name on the lineup card, he put can't, well, for lack of better words I can't repeat on the air, we'll say go to the bathroom right. Next pitch off the glove of Figueroa, and this will go back to the screen up to third base, Mendham. And we'll see if that's a pass ball or a wild pitch. More information on that later. But, again, having some fun with the names. Also, he tabbed Mikolajczyk as liar, liar. That's a good one. Deuces are wild to Parks. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. Top of the zone. Parks can't believe it. Well, 8 in the books, and Evansville ahead 3-0 over Windy City. One last chance for the T-Bolts when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Is that a pass ball or a wild pitch? Pass ball? Okay.
Thanks for playing. The Holy Moly Shuffle is brought to you by Indiana 811. Free service that prevent causing damages to underground utilities. Know what's below. Call 811 or visit 811now.com. At least 2 full working days before every digging project, no matter how big or small.
Otters call the bullpen as we head to the 9th inning. Michael McAvee in to pitch. McAvee's on the mound, around the plate. Pitch gets batteries powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, 2319 North Greenover Road, 812-475-9000. Tell them, same from the Otters, send you. Leading off for the Windy City ThunderBolts, catcher 6, J.J. Figueroa.
Michael McAveen on to pitch here in the top of the 9th inning. And Evansville with a 3-0 lead over Windy City. A safe situation for McAveen. And he will look to slam the door on the T-Bolts tonight. Leading off, J.J. Figueroa, the catcher, takes the first pitch, a fastball away, and the count is 1-0. John Beamer, 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. Struck out 3 and went 6 up, 6 down. Here's the 1-0 from McAveen. The right-hander from the stretch deals a fastball low, 2-0. McAveen has not pitched since the 17th on Saturday against Florence. There he worked one scoreless inning. That was in the 8th. His 2-0. Fastball, top of the zone, a strike. Well, Mark, the Windy City broadcaster, giving me the hand across the neck sign in between innings saying, please do not say anything more about the story we talked about in the 8th. Here's the 2-1. This is swung on, a bullet toward the first base side, past Mendham down the line, rounding first and stopping there on a big turn. Figueroa, he's got a single. I think I embarrassed him a little bit.
Center fielder.
Or maybe that was top secret news. Oops. So a leadoff base hit for J.J. Figueroa. And now McAveen will face Cam Feltz. McAveen, a four-seam fastball, cutter, curveball, slider. We have a pinch runner, Armando Albert, taking over for J.J. Figueroa. Here's the pitch from McAveen, and Feltz watches one for a strike, 0-1. McAveen in save opportunities this year, 7 for 10. 28 2/3 innings on the season. This is his 29th appearance, a 3.14 ERA. Here's his 0-1. Fastball high. The Otters will finalize this series against Windy City tomorrow, a 6:35 p.m. Central Time first pitch. The 1-1 offering. Grounder hit to second, could be two. Zinn shovels to the bag for one. Relay from Parks to first, not in time. A close play at the bag, but Feltz using his speed to beat out the twin killing. And it'll go down as a 4-6 fielder's choice. Figueroa with that single before being pinch ran for. Albert out on the putout. And Feltz aboard first with one out here in the 9th. Coming to bat, Michael Seegers. Right on right matchup. Seegers 0 for 3 with a K. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. The set from McAveen. He deals. And the 1-0 is a breaking ball in the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. If the Otters are able to hold on tonight, that will set them up to sweep tomorrow. Evansville with 2 sweeps this year, both at home. The 1-1. Fastball on the outside, Black taken for a strike. One came at the end of July, sweeping Lake Erie, and then later in the homestand, another 9-gamer for the Otters. They were able to sweep New Jersey in the first full series in August. The 1-2. Fastball just a smidge low. So the count now 2-2 to Seegers. Infield, double play depth, outfield playing deep. The pitch. Fastball chopped over the mound, backing up McAveen, able to field it with a pitch-style throw to Mendham at first, but it's late. Seegers able to beat out the infield single, and now the tying run coming to the plate. It'll be Henry Kuziak. One out here in the 9th. That's a tough single to give up from McAveen. Logan Brown, the catcher, calling a defensive play. Evansville ahead 3-0. The Otters trying to blank the T-Bolts, but in a little bit of trouble here in this 9th inning. McAveen sets and deals the first pitch to Kuziak. Fastball looked at on the inside corner, a strike. It's 0-1. McAveen gets the sign from Brown. Now he comes home. This is swung on, a soft line drive into shallow center. It's going to drop for a base hit. Keys picks it up, fires it back into the infield, cut off by Mendham. And the tying runs on first base.
Designated hitter, 14, Christian Kuzemka.
With how poorly Windy City has hit all game long, this ninth inning should be automatic. And now, Evansville opening the door. And here comes Max Peterson to have a word. A right-hander throwing in the bullpen, and we'll see if Peterson makes the call. Looks like it'll just be a visit. Trying to formulate a game plan going up against Christian Kuzemka, who represents the go-ahead run. He had a home run yesterday. 3 base hits in the inning allowed by McAveen, and entering this inning, Windy City had 1. So we'll see how Michael gets out of the jam. Meeting on the mound over. Kuzemka batting right-handed. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball low. The plot is thick. Here in the ninth inning, all of a sudden, Windy City with a chance to do some serious damage in this ballgame. Evansville ahead 3-0. Here's the 1-0. Fastball shot back up the middle. Nice stop by Parks. Lunges towards second, flips to the bag. A double play. Zinn with the relay to first. And the game is over.
Evansville 3, Windy City 0, 3-3-0 for the Otters, 0-4-0 for the Thunderbolts.
A great effort by the middle infield tandem. Parks back behind second, reaching for that baseball, which was smashed by Kuzemka, and a great flip to Zinn. And Zinn taking care of the rest. Evansville winners here tonight. They win the series and set up to sweep tomorrow. Your final score at Bosse Field, the Otters 3 and the Thunderbolts 0. Final score at Bosse Field here tonight, Evansville 3, Windy City 0. The Otters have won 4 games in a row as they take down the T-Bolts. Well, things got interesting in the ninth, but before that, we'll go through the rest of the scoring recap and the post-game show coming your way, brought to you by Kyle Chandler on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Ready for this? Don't blink. We take it to the 6th, and it was J.J. Cruz to lead it off with a walk. Clayton Keys then singled. Giovanni DiGiacomo also walked, and then it was a pass ball which scored Cruz as the first run of the game to make it 1-0. And then a wild pitch scored Clayton Keys to make it 2-0. After that, it was another walk from Gary Madison in the inning, and then Paven Parks walked, followed by an RBI single from Randy Bednar, which scored Giovanni DiGiacomo. That made it 3-0. And that's it. That's all the scoring. Both starting pitchers with no hitters after 5 innings and both broken up in the 6th frames. Your final box score tonight: Evansville, 3 runs, all earned, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left on. And Windy City, no runs, 4 hits, no errors, 4 left on. Well, Windy City gathering 3 of their hits in that 9th inning. Michael McAveen made things interesting, and he still picks up the save, though. Save number 8 and 11 tries on the year. Went 1 inning, giving up the 3 hits. No runs, no walks, no Ks. How about the starting effort from Chip Korbacher? 6 innings, 1 hit, no runs, and 2 walks, 5 Ks. And then John Beamer out of the pen for Evansville. 2 scoreless frames, 6 up, 6 down for Beamer with 3 Ks. And really, it was a great combined pitching effort from the Evansville Otters staff here tonight. They are set up to sweep for the 3rd time tomorrow now, and they pick up their 5th shutout of the 2024 season. With the win, Evansville moves to 39 and 48. They're back to 9 games under 500 for the first time in what feels like a century. With the loss, Windy City drops to 38 and 49. One final time, your final score: Evansville 3, Windy City nothing. Taking the loss in this one, John Mikolajczyk, he drops to 3 and 6. And after a great start, that 6th inning was really rough for him. Walked 3 in the frame, and he ended up giving up 3 runs, all earned on 2 hits, 5 walks, and 3 Ks. Well, the final time of today's game, a quick one, 2 hours and 9 minutes. 1,316 came out to see it, and it was a beautiful day. A cool day here at the ballpark. We started at 74 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Right now, the night skies rolling in, and our temperatures sitting at 66 degrees. We'll be back tomorrow, another 6:35 start time. Hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed the ride tonight. A big thanks for tuning in, and a big thanks to the press box, who worked hard to put together a quality product. This is Kyle Chandler saying thanks again. Hope to see you tomorrow, but until then, please enjoy the rest of your night. God bless everybody, and please take care.